was living in Virginia Beach at the time, and I started working at the Cheesecake Factory, and he was just a server there at the time. You know, I think we just, you know, started off as coworkers.
Way up here is where I want to be.
As time progressed, our connection just started to build.
You're catching me.
At the time, I was in a relationship with somebody. It was not a good relationship. I entertained it longer than I should have. It was a little hectic, you know.
When did that end? And then when did James begin? Was there any overlap?
So, not gonna lie, there was a little overlap. Should have been honestly done way before even meeting James, but it was definitely James that came to me and was like, so if this is gonna be a thing, that can't be a thing.
What was it that was so bad that made you, for lack of better words, cheat on him with James?
It was a little difficult at first, but the connection that I felt with James, I just knew that that was what I was supposed to be doing. So even though James gave me that ultimatum, I knew deep down that that was just something that I had, you know what I'm saying, I should have been gotten rid of. That feeling that I had like inside, it steered me in the direction, and it was like, no, James is, you know, the man that's giving me the things that I need. It makes them something else look irrelevant.
Tell us about the love story. Like, when did you know that you had an interest in James? You know, first date?
We were, I think, laying in bed one night, and it was just, you know, we would have little cuddle sessions, things like that. And then he leaned over for a kiss, and I was just like, oh.
I don't know where to begin. Oh, you are my only friend.
As time progressed, you know, James and I realized that it was something that, you know, we wanted to pursue.
You don't need to worry, 'cause I'm here for the long run.
And then how long are you dating before the actual ghosting?
My birthday's in January, so I remember James and I started really hooking up January 2019. So then it was up until December. So yeah, almost a year.
A year is a long time.
I thought it was a bond that was, you know, unbreakable. We had conversations about even moving in together.
It sounds like you do still have feelings for him.
I love James. He was someone that I could potentially like see myself with. The care is still there. The love is still there. Like, I can't just turn those feelings, you know, off. It's not a light switch. You know, this is someone that I cared about and I knew for, you know, a significant amount of time.
All right, so tell us about the ghosting.
So it was December 2019. He had come over after work. I remember we were sitting there on the couch, you know, watching TV, normal night, you know, cuddled up. And he had leaned over to me and was like, yeah, actually, I'm gonna go home. So we both worked the next morning. I ended up going into work. However, James was not there. I'm thinking, oh, maybe he just overslept, you know, or something. I think like an hour or so into the shift, I had realized he had called out. So now I'm like, okay, I'm thinking something is really, really wrong. So I send him a couple more texts, you know, trying to figure out what's going on. No response, no nothing. I text him again. However, the messages now aren't delivering. And then I ended up trying to go on Instagram to message him, nothing. I was blocked on Instagram. I couldn't get in contact with him. Then didn't show up for the rest of the week. And then he ended up quitting. And so I don't know what happened. I really don't.
We've never had two hopeless hookup. An identical twin.
Everybody in Hawaii is in on this.
That's insane. We've never seen anything like this. The Catfish sent you the real guy's Facebook page.
Come on!